What's up, Jada G? It's Aubrey, and today I have a very good topic for this video. And the topic is Disneyland! Okay, so I was like thinking, what type of video should I make next? And then I thought, hey, I'm going to Disneyland next week. I should do a Disneyland video. I'm going to Disneyland next week, and I'm super duper excited because if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with Disneyland, and I feel like I haven't gone in forever, which I just recently went last year, but it still felt like for forever, and I'm getting to go for free with a very good friend of mine from New York named Franklin. Frank, you are the true MVP princess. I love you to death. Thank you so much. But, yeah, so I'm going to Disneyland. I thought, what not a better idea than to do a Disneyland tips video. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so I just wrote stuff down that I was thinking would be good tips, and this is stuff that I have learned from the tons of times I've gone in the past that was good, like, ideas and different things that I did. So if you don't think it's a good idea, I'm sorry about it. This is what I did personally. I thought these were good ideas for me and what I did. So yeah, so here's just some ideas of things that you can do. So first off, let's talk about the money part, because it's already super expensive to get in, so it's not like you have tons of money to like just throw around while you're there. Like, I know firsthand, when I go, I hardly have like much money, so you know, I want to save that money. So I have a few tips on how to save some money while you're there. So let me read. I'm sorry if I look down, I'm trying to see what I wrote. So first off, I do this every single time I go because it's not a big deal. Eat before you go into the park if you can, because there's lots of food places around the area in Anaheim, and the food at Disneyland is extremely overpriced. I mean, if you are really just excited about the food there, I mean, go ahead, eat the breakfast, I don't care. But like I said, if you're just there like how I am, if you're there for everything else, you're not really there for the food, then eat beforehand so you can save the money on that part. And then also, you can bring in to the park like different snacks or like, you know, a sandwich or something, so that way you also, again, don't have to pay for lunch and stuff, but you can just get like a few snacks here and there. That's what I always do because, like I said, it's super expensive and I'm not there for the food, I'm there for everything else that they have to offer. So I bring in like some sandwiches and some like goldfish and different snacks, and then also bring in a water bottle because they have water fountains all around the park. If you look on the map, they'll show you where they are. And you can just fill those up all day instead of having to pay the extreme amounts to buy water bottles and stuff all day. But like I said, it's all up to you. If you are there and you want to buy all that stuff, go ahead. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's my personal, that's what I do. And then also, what I have seen a lot of people, my sister did this, I think this is a good idea, is if you're going and you have like little kids or something and you know that they are going to want like toys and stuff from there, I just want to tell you now, everything at Disneyland is going to be way more expensive than it is in real life. Like, you could probably get the same exact toy for, like, way cheaper, like, out of the park. So at the park, it's going to be way more expensive. So what my sister did, which I think is a good idea, buy some toys and stuff still in their packaging beforehand. If you have kids, put them in your bag and your stroller and give them to them throughout the day. Like, oh look, we got you this! And then they'll get excited and they won't ask for the super duper expensive toys inside of the stores and stuff. Like you said, you know your child, you know what they'll want. I mean, once again, this is all up to you. It's not my choice, what you're gonna do. I'm just giving you some ideas, you know, to save some money. But yeah, so those are some tips on how to save money while you're there. And then next, I'm just gonna jabber on with other stuff that I think is a good idea. One thing is, whenever you're close to the train, go on it, because it's super fun. There's hardly ever a line for it. If there is, then I don't know. But if there isn't a line, just get onto the train and it will drive you to like the other side of the park like way faster than you could walk there. And then plus it's like super fun, and there's cool hidden stuff on the train ride that I never knew about until I went on it. Like, no one ever does. They think it's just a train that goes around the park. No, no, no. Do not think that. There's fun stuff on there. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a surprise, okay? But, yeah, so take the train. And then also, when you get to the park, go on your favorite ride that usually has a long line. Like, let's say, like, Indiana Jones, Space Mountain, Tower of Terror, things like that have long lines regularly. Go on those first, because you will get there and it won't have a long line, so you'll be able to go on that before it gets outrageous. Next, make sure you always have a fast pass. Yeah, I said that right. A fast pass. Always have one. Do not pass out on that opportunity, because they're literally giving you a free pass to get to the front of a line. So make sure you always have one. I mean, you can only have one at a time. So right when you use one, go to another ride and get another one. Because why not? Why not use what they are allowing you to use? Just get it all in up on that offer. I don't know necessarily if the next thing I'm about to say is correct, but I have found that it is from the past few times I've gone. If there's like some of the some of the more little kid rides, like in Fantasyland and stuff, that you want to go on them closer to like the nighttime, like when it's about to close. Because I found that usually people don't go with their kids into like the little kid rides at that time, because most of their kids are sleeping and all that stuff, or they left, I don't know. But I found that usually the lines are shorter. I don't know, actually I've been there a few times where the lines were actually longer, so I think it just depends, but I found sometimes that, yeah, they're usually shorter. So that's a good idea. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, don't worry about long lines either. I found that it's so weird. Like, I'll go to a ride and like it'll have like a 2-hour wait, and then I'll come back like an hour later and it'll be like 30 minutes. So like if there's a ride that you've been super wanting to go on and it's a super long wait, just keep checking back in, because I wouldn't want you to have to wait for like 4 hours for something that, you didn't have to wait that long for. But yeah, so just don't freak out if there's a super long line and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to wait this, but I want to go on this ride so bad. What do? Just check in a little bit later, and if you're just noticing that it's not really changing, then that's that. I guess you'll have to wait for it, but sometimes it does change, so you never know. Okay, last little tips I have here. Make sure you prepare yourself for when you go. Always have like a little bag full of different things that you might end up needing, just in case, you don't want to be, on the shorthand, not have the different things you'll need. Like, I've gone before and, forgot to bring like medicine and I end up getting like sick or get a headache, or I forgot to bring like an extra pair of socks and I went on Grizzly Bear Rapids and my feet got soaking wet and I was uncomfortable for the whole day, or I forgot to bring sunscreen and I got sunburned. Just make sure you bring, some of those little things that you would forget about usually, just so you don't, there's something itching my eyeball. Make sure you don't, you're not unprepared. Lastly, just actually this is not the last thing, but just wear comfy clothes and shoes and stuff. I mean, if you want to be all hipster and like dress all cute, whatever, I'm not about that life. I'm just gonna dress comfy, because I'm gonna be walking around all day and standing in lines, and I don't care what people think. If they're like, oh my god, she's not dressed super cute, oh no, sorry to offend you, like, I'm sorry about that. Okay, last thing, don't rush. Enjoy all the little things. I mean, there's no need to go frantically around everywhere to get on all the rides and be like, I need to go here now, I need to go here now. Like, just calm yourself down. Do you know why? Because there's so many good things that people overlook at Disneyland, and like, there's just a lot of fun things. I'll make another video at some point about some of the little things that are really fun to do, but there's so many cute things there, little shops that people just overlook. Like, there's a lot of fun things. There's lots of like cool little tours and things. But yeah, most people overlook all of them because they're just, focused on all the big stuff and, oh, where am I going to go next? Oh no, okay, now we need to do this. Oh no, okay, now we finished this, we need to go here. Just calm down and check out some of these cool little things, that you wouldn't regularly think about, doing while you go at Disneyland, because, you don't need to stress out over it. This is supposed to be the most amazing place on earth, okay? So, yeah, the last thing, just have fun. Like I said, don't freak out, just have fun. It's Disneyland. Enjoy yourself. If worst comes to worst, you can avoid all my tips and do whatever the crap you want. I mean, who cares? Like, just have fun. That's the main purpose of going. You don't want to go to Disneyland and not have fun. So whatever you can do to make yourself have fun at Disneyland, do it. That's all I gotta say. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you hated it a lot, then give it a thumbs down. And if you loved it, well then give it to Mickey Mouse ears, or thumbs up, whichever, I don't care. But thank you so much, again, and peace out. Wow.